And we're back for round one, playing against Forley, who is an unknown opponent at this time. He makes himself very well known over the next couple of weeks, having success with this Junk Gatekeepers control deck. We chose to play first. Looking at this hand, 3 lands. Divination on turn 3 is always sweet. We'll probably curve Starfish into Wave Crash into Divination, hold up Nullify with hopefully 3 or 4 mana. So let's see how this plays out. Plays Orzhov Guildgate Go. I'm thinking he probably is on my black-white deck right now. Sigiled Starfish Go, draw Warring Siren. Might play that instead of the Wave Crash Triton next turn. Set my stop to upkeep so that I remember to scry as long as he doesn't play a 2 power creature on the ground. If he does, then I'm not gonna block and scry later. So his turn, he just plays Plains Go. I set my upkeep stop as I'm stopped right here. And let's see what happens. So kind of skipped through that, but I kept a Cloudfin Raptor on top, I believe. Can't look at the chat. That's rough. We'll keep a Cloudfin Raptor on top because they apply some pressure and can get bigger. We can hold up Nullify this turn as well. Yeah, so this middle button in the replay lets us go one phase at a time. one land at a time. So Cellar Songbird's perfect card to nullify. I don't want him getting 2 creatures in play. So on upkeep, we scry, look at Wave Crash Triton with 3 mana in play and already having 1 in hand. I don't really want one. I'm okay with one, but I probably don't actually want it. Again, I love that this is 2 weeks ago, so I don't necessarily remember what my decisions were. But, yep, I put it to bottom. Just gets us through our deck more and gets us to our high impact cards, so I'll probably play like a Warwing Siren, land, pass, if I had to guess. Attack for 1. Yep. Opponent does nothing, doesn't even make a land drop, so he's sitting on 6 spells, and I still think he's the black-white deck. On upkeep, Cloudfin Raptor, again, I think I'll keep it. It'll grow, yeah, and at least be a threat. So now we get to just keep beating down. Evolve Cloudfin Raptor. Here's my beta rant. This stack box is way too big, and you can't click things below it. Even though I can see them, you can't click on them. And there's no way to resize this box. You need to make this box smaller. Like, guaranteed that will be fixed over time, but anyway, we evolve our Cloudfins and get in for 3. What does our opponent do? Plays Transguild Promenade. Again, not a playable card. I don't even care that it can fix any color. I guess it was similar to a Guildgate, but a Guildgate for him would have been better because 2 Guildgates is what his deck needs. Frostwind Weird obviously keep on top. It evolves our guys and just creates more threats. So we're going to play it, attack with our team. He'll take 3, 5, 6, 7, go down to 9. Yep, see if he has a play. Centaur Healer, back up to 12. He got his green mana. Stops our ground attack slightly. We can still attack with multiple 1/4s. Land, so this is when Scryfish just starts drawing virtual cards, land to bottom. So 1 card drawn. Draw land anyway. We can Divination. See what we draw. Draw 2 lands. Pretty much the unluckiest. In this spot, yep, I can attack with everything. He blocks 1 of the 1/4s. And we can even represent Nullify or any spell still. He finally gets his second gate, so he can gain a bunch of life. And now we're in an interesting spot because we do have 6 power in the air, so it's still a 2-turn clock. But he's got access to every spell. So land, Divination, draw 2 more land. This is kind of unreal. Again, if we draw like 1 Nullify, the game's over. But he spectacles one of our biggest creatures and stays alive. Warring Siren, gotta keep it. Apparently flyers are good against him. Alright, knock him down for half his life total again. See how kind of small and weak our creatures are. We really need like a hidden strings to grow our team. Retraction Helix is not that good because bouncing all of his guys just gains him more life. I guess I keep it for the fact that I can target Wave Crash Triton, tap down a guy, and then bounce my own creature in response to removal, and then re-evolve my one Cloudfin Raptor to be a 3/4. So really, yeah, it's just like protection against counterspell, and he concedes. He has a bad draw, for sure, with mana, but one of the biggest criticisms that I have with the Junk Gatekeeper deck, I think it's incredibly, I would say, poorly built. There's tons of weak cards in it, and the first 4 cuts need to include 4 Read the Bones. It just smooths out all your draws. You have tons of life gain to gain it back, and it's just the perfect card for this type of deck. So we got game 1. So now let's move on for the game 2. Game 2, so we're going to probably be on the draw here. Auto mulliganed. Probably had not enough lands. From here, 1 land hand. It's actually pretty good because we can go Cloudfin into Triton into hopefully draw something well. It's actually not that good of a hand, but let's see what we got. Second Triton is pretty good because it deserves a removal spell and it's unblockable, so we just play out our first few creatures, don't draw a single land. He plays out 1,000,000 creatures, and if you see this board by turn 4, you probably know already there's not a... If we hit 3 lands in a row, we probably couldn't win this game. He's got a lot of power in play. Yeah, and I am not one to concede early at all. One thing that's really relevant is time in the round. And I'm already 1 minute and 20 seconds behind him. There's plenty of time for game 3, but against other decks, when I'm playing a control deck especially, I've found that I actually will lose to the clock in the beta for whatever reason. Have never come close to timing out with not the beta, but for some reason it's eating up more time. So let's go to game 3 for all the marbles. This game's actually really good. Alright, so let's click the middle button. So I think I choose to play first. This hand sucks. It's 2 land Scryfish though, but I would probably mulligan this against his deck, but I can see myself keeping this. Yeah, I kept it. Alright. Retraction Helix just isn't good against him, and Hidden Strings does nothing right now. So this time he's got Gate, perfect mana. Can't take advantage of him tapping out, so Nullify, we have to keep it. And just yeah, this is a bad keep in general because I'm sure Nullify is good against him, but only if we have pressure. So he's doing nothing. Again, negate, we kept it on top. Card is good. Probably goes for a Gatekeeper. Stab wound on our guy. This is where Nullify is actually really good. I'll probably negate this. So far I haven't seen Courses Accord out of him. I know he has it now, but it's fine to pop that negate there. Hidden Strings, we don't need the third one, man. Cloudfin, sweet. So we're giving him all kinds of time. Definitely nullify that. Cloudfin, I think... Interesting, I bottomed it. Mainly because it doesn't evolve the Cloudfin we have in play, so it doesn't make our board any better, but I probably should have kept it. I don't have that many creatures, and like, I just put it out there. I guess I could have been scared of him siding in Shrivel and getting a 2-for-1, but I would have had it Retraction Helix open to save at least one of my guys, so he plays 6 and go, we scry Island to bottom, draw an Island anyway. Pretty much just an awful keep and an awful draw. Like Grizzly Spectacle or Scryfish. Scryfish is the only thing like keeping us in this game, allowing us to draw virtual cards against him. So definitely want to protect it. And again, I negate because I feel like Retraction Helix will have better value later. It's also a cheaper spell. I like to keep cheaper spells, you know, for later when we're trying to do multiple things in one turn. So he has double Spectacle, which makes me use the Helix to save my Scryfish, which is kind of nice because I get to at least evolve my Cloudfin. Now, I should have actually kept that second Cloudfin, because then I could have 2 threats in play. I'd be 1 card less deep, but again, the way he keeps doing this keeps making me like these plays are just so bad. Like he's flooding out, and like it just doesn't matter because I kept a hand with 0 pressure. I don't block there because he probably has another black Gatekeeper, and if he doesn't, it's kind of a free attack for him because he doesn't need it to block for any reason anyway. But I don't figure I'm losing to damage. Frostburn Rear, that's perfect. Finally get to play it. Yeah, this is really bad that I put that Cloudfin on the bottom. Like having an extra flyer is so good. So here, I actually don't mind if he goes for it, uses that second Gatekeeper, but he doesn't have it. Divination's like the perfect card. That was actually a bad play. I should have used my 1 or both Scryfishes before divinationing there. I was lucky to hit 2 spells. I guess I'm leaving open Dispel. Yep. Alright. Wow. Have the Dispel for Celestial Flare. He has the second, so I'm going to lose my Frostburn Word because my flyer is really important. Alright. Scry. I like Wave Crash Triton. It blocks his guy, evolves my guy further. I go for the hidden strings here to lock down his guy, put it on my 3/4. You know what? This is just another misplay. Like, I have no reason to put hidden strings on my guy here. Like, I guess it allows me to hit with Wave Crash Triton for a little bit of extra damage, which I guess is relevant because I need to attack him with something and as quick as possible. But this is the biggest misplay of the game. What does he have? 2 cards in hand. What did he just play last turn? Double Celestial Flare. What do you do? Who do you attack with? That guy? What? I thought Sigiled Star... oh, it doesn't have Defender. Oh. Guess I'll get in there. Why? Because I'm scared of Celestial Flare number 3. Tap. Oh! There it is. I'm such a good player. I played around it. He cast it anyway. What an idiot. facepalm. I could have attacked with the other starfish. What was I thinking? If you're going to play around the first flare, you have to play around the second. My only way to win this game is with this stupid 3/4 flyer attacking. He has no way to deal with it in one card in hand. He can gain life, but he hasn't shown me ways to block it. I know now he has Deadly Recluse and Nessian Nest, but that was huge misplay. I'm for sure shocked that Celestial Flare number 4 showed up at that exact time, which is absurd. But again, if he's not playing a land and he's not playing a creature, what the heck could he have in hand? What could it possibly be? Alright, so I lost a Hidden Strings there, which was, and he just killed my guy. Like, he you know, ripped all these removal spells off the top, so I wouldn't necessarily call it lucky by him. I'd call it, you know, doing the best he could with what he had. And now I'm in an awful position. I still get to scry every turn, which is pretty key. And now these short stalkers are actually pretty good because he can't interact with them. Problem is that he's going to gain 1,000,000 life over the course of the game, for sure. And now he's got more pressure on me than I have on him. And again, if he just had Read the Bones in his deck, he would just get past these lands in the mid game. He would, you know, just, I know now he has like Elvish Mystic, completely unnecessary in this deck. So yeah, again, I don't even know why. But Hidden Strings there, maybe try to get an extra scry trigger. Just binning bunch of lands, drawing lands anyway, attacking for 3 a turn. He's crunching me for, you know, 6 down to I guess I chump block, so I'm down to 4. Yep, so I'm just getting overrun, just drawing lands after land after land, even after scrying land after land after land, and that is a ball game. So really pivotal turn there, and you know, if you're going to play around something, you know, play around both things. 2 cards in hand, you know, think about the worst possible scenario, and play around it, especially if the opportunity to. He wasn't going to attack me back for any more damage. I was just going to be able to block with my Wave Crash Triton. So in general, you know, game 1 played well. Game 2, he sided in more removal. I kept a mulligan to 6 1-land hand. Definitely not getting there when you never draw a second land. But game 3 is a mulligan. Should have mulled. And even playing it out, I still don't think I had a chance if I play better. Because if I attack with both Scryfishes, he might just not play Flare, and then I don't think he has it. And then what? Do I just keep committing my attack of multiple Scryfishes every single time? Or, you know, if he plays another 2/4, then I can't chump attack a Scryfish, so at some point his Celestial Flares are going to turn on, and I have to attack. So I still don't think I had this match in the bag or anything like that, but it's just a mistake that could have led to a radically different board state, which would have been more interesting to see. But yeah, thanks for watching match 1. We'll be back for match 2 shortly.